All right, hello, Cheerskevin here, and welcome back to Compaction, Think Inside the Box. And today, oh my goodness, we have a refined storage system. Oh, it's so nice. It's so amazing. It may be a little starved for power, and actually, as we use it, it will run out of power because there's no way for it to charge right now because we're currently taking the charge for our acceleration wand because I'm trying to breed up some slime chickens. I have one slime chicken up there produce. Oh, actually. Oh no, that's nether quartz from the prior chickens. This is one that's sitting here. Sorry, my voice. Slowly getting us some slime. And yeah, the reason for that is I would like to solve power today. And the way that the quest chain at least tells us to do that is the simple fluid combustion generator. Now, to make we did this very very early on. We set up a system to make firewater. I don't know. It was in one of the earlier episodes, or at least yeah, it's been a little while for me. And we got this thing going. The problem is that converting water into firewater takes a very long time if it's only on a single magma block. So we're going to try and improve that today, and then also get it on Flux networks. To that end, I've also added a flux storage unit here, and this basically is just a battery that sits on the flux network so that it can gain charge. And actually, if I just put this away, you'll see this slowly start to fill up. So there we go. It's got 100, 3,000 kilorefs in there, and that's all just coming from this coal generator. Because yeah, that's what we're using right now. I would eventually like to dive into the rainbow generator just because I feel like it'd be cool, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that's something we want to do. It's probably not something we want to do until we have chickens like completely done, but who knows. Before we do anything else though, this furnace is awesome, but we can make it better. So let's go ahead and make it better. The next tier of this furnace is like so. There we go. Endest furnace. Cook time 10 ticks. This takes 50 ticks. This takes 10 ticks. So we now have a better furnace. And let's I don't know, let's test it out. There we go. Look how fast that is. Crazy fast. But not quite as fast as the fastest, which is the Zenith furnace. Which is crazy if you ever own one of their TVs, because you wouldn't think of like, hey, high quality. But anyway, outdated jokes aside, we would need a nether star to do this, but it cooks things in one tick. So, we could, process 20 things at a time. That'd be awesome. We should probably do that at some point. Yeah, killing the wither, that could be fun. That could be a lot of fun. We'll need to get some skulls though, and some soul sand and whatnot and all of that. But anyway, that's not what we're going to do in this episode. We're going to try and solve power in this episode, and I want to do that right now. So we're going to try and keep this fairly simple. We're just going to go with the fluid combustion generator. It says do that, and then it says, hey, build an upgradable one and throw 512 speed modifiers in here. It says, yes, you can put 512 speed upgrades into the thing. So we can make this generator run incredibly fast. I think generally there's supposed to be a cap to the speed, but there is not here. Unfortunately, this one does not seem to count for giving us credit. I think probably because it has some NBT data. I guess, yeah, I don't know. So I guess we'll have to craft a new one if we want to get credit for that achievement, which I kind of do. So let's see. If we make ourselves, let's see, not the upgradable one, make ourselves a simple one. Can we make a simple one? We need to go through some steps first. Oh, man, it's so nice having everything in one place, though. Yeah. But, yeah, let me click through some of these real quick and get these materials ready. And once we have power solved, we can sort of dive into things like auto crafting, which would be very, very cool. I guess I need another block of redstone. There we go. Throw that in there. There we go. Simple fluid combustion generator, and please give me credit. Yes, okay, we got credit for that one. We can get our chance cube, which would be awesome. We'll go ahead and throw that in there. And let's see what else. What's next? Yeah. So next, then making the upgradable one. And so the upgradable one is just taking that one and then surrounding it by modifier components. It requires black concrete powder, which we have not made. Wait, there. That's why. So, but shouldn't be terrible. We just need some of this. Okay, so we need a little bit more sand. Oh, do I not have an easy? I don't have an easy thing for sand. All right, chicken stick. There we go. Let me make some sand real quick. And then we need a black dye of some sort. Okay, actually. So how weird is that? That I actually am not. I'm a little flummoxed as to how. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we can use the alloy smelter. So an egg and then some pulverized charcoal. Yeah, we should be able to do that. We should have an alloy smelter in here, I think. Yes, we do. Perfect. And then we'll need some pulverized. Awesome. We already have pulverized charcoal. And then an egg. Which, yeah, if we don't have an egg, we've got other problems. We'll plop that down there, so it'll take power from there. It'll take you out. Throw those in there. And okay, that took stuff out, so it should be working, and it'll make us some black dye. And we'll just use that for now. In theory, we should probably make a bunch of them so we can dye an egg black and then make a black dye chicken and then get that going. But I'm busy. We got stuff to do. Okay, so there we go. Black concrete powder. Actually, you know what? This is not. Well, we'll see. This may not be enough though, so I may have to eat my words. There we go. Upgrade component. Perfect. And upgradable fluid combustion gen. Sweet. Okay, so now this is basically the same as the prior one. We just have the ability to upgrade it. So we need to craft some speed upgrades now. And let's just look at what exactly that is going to entail. Oh, it's not a speed upgrade. It's a speed modifier. I hope we can modify it in the positive direction, but we'll see. Throw those. Yeah, we'll just toss that in there. So I guess we'll need craft another set of 4 of these. There we go. Yep. And speed modifiers. There we go. And perfect. 4 of those. Awesome. So now we can plop this down, and it should be able to. This one, we should be. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Make sure we grab that. And yeah, we need 512 speed modifiers. So it's going to be, yeah, we will eventually have to automate to get to that point. But this should now be able to process through the witch water way faster, which of course wasn't even the problem that we were having before. The problem is that the witch water, or sorry, I'd say the witch water, the firewater is way too slow. I've made some additional compact machines. We're going to go ahead and set this up now. So I want to go ahead and we will let's take some of these. I should grab that. Let's grab our crescent hammer real quick. Crescent. There we go. Crescent hammer just to make our lives easier with messing with these. And grab that. We'll take you, and we'll take you. Oh, yeah, I should not have done that probably. It's okay. I'm sure firewater isn't dangerous. So, all right, we're making ourselves a 5x5 box, and I want to test some stuff. Actually, I should not have come in here just yet. We need, yeah, we're gonna need some water. And believe it or not, we actually got rid of our water source. We don't have a water source right now. So we should take the advice, which many of you have mentioned in the comments and historically here, is we should use a sink. There's a sink. It's from cooking for blockheads, and it can basically give us infinite water once it's provided with some. So we just need some clay blocks that need to smelt up. So clay, perfect. That's exactly the amount we need, and this should go nice and fast. So hooray for that. We will of course need the one water source though. Well, we'll need 2 of them actually, because one of them will go in the crafting recipe. Trying to think, do we have a machine? I'm sure we've got a machine that required water for something. So yeah, we definitely do. Yeah, there we go. It's in our plastic machine. There we go. Perfect. Give me some water. Give me some more water. And yeah, cool. And that is, I think, actually the machine that I was criticized on. That hey, you don't need to take up 4 blocks for this. You can just use the cooking for blockhead sink. The cooking for blockhead it feels overpowered to me. But you know, it's in the pack. We should use it. So let's make the sink. And that will give us a 1 block infinite water source, which will be very nice. There we go. And the idea here is now we plop this down. Oh yeah, we don't even need a second water bucket. Sweet. We should be able to basically extract from here for days. So if I got rid of that, yeah, I can continue to just pour out from that sink until the heat death of the universe. So that's pretty neat. Okay, so another thing that I want to test, yeah, the thing that I want to test is, oops. Swapping out my inventory again. Larg. Let me jump back out and in real quick. I don't quite know why it does. I mean, we are changing dimensions, so hopefully once we stop doing that, some of the inventory bugs will go away. Not quite sure what the deal is there. So my reading, and this was the way things were configured in Sky Factory 3. So I don't know how much of this is MODPACK configures versus however this system is set up. Is that the rate? Now, I know that if we add more magma blocks underneath, it will improve the rate here, but I think the rate is also affected by magma blocks to the side of it. So basically, it'll count anything on its level within 2 blocks or the level below. That is, of course, if I'm correct. And if I'm wrong, then we'll find out now. So I want to see if this starts turning into firewater. It does say it's transforming. Okay. So then what we want to do is basically fill this 5x5x5 area. Yeah, fill both this 5x5, this first layer with magma blocks. Then put this down a block higher. Do we have carry-on? No, we don't. Okay. Oh, I can't take it out. Fair enough. We'll just break it then. Fair enough. So yeah, we'll go with that, but then we can put items to the side of it as well. And another thing that I want to test, because it's going to be relevant to our interests, is whether or not we can set this as our spawn point. It looks like it. So let's see. If I jump back out, and then we jump back in, is it going to spawn us on top of stuff? Yes, it does. Okay, so you don't have to spawn on the machine wall, which I guess is probably intuitive for people, but for me, it wasn't. So whatever. And now I'm trying to think of the way. Now, one of the challenges though is if we have everything beneath this and then to all sides of this being magma blocks, that's not gonna. That leaves us one face available, which is not going to cut it, right? There's not a way for us, and especially since they're both fluids. We want to put in water, we want to take out which water. There's not a way for us to make, unless, no, because the pipe will fill up, the pipe will get full of water, and then we won't be able to get which water out. So we need to make both sides accessible, but I think we can actually save some blocks if we look at things like flat transfer nodes. And I don't know if we'll be able to make this work, but there is this, and this requires a transfer node, which requires a transfer pipe. This is from, I've not played, this is from Extra Utilities, but it looks like it's something that we should be able to craft, and that means that basically removes the need for a block used for the pipe. So basically we could put the sink there and put a transfer node immediately above it, and then have it start filling stuff. So let's see if we can do that, because this will save us a lot of, basically get rid of our need for taking up block spaces for pipes, which would be kind of neat. Now we still have to subtract one side of, say, sorry, you're not magma, but it's still something. Okay, so if we wanted to make, let's see, the fluid transfer node, we would need transfer pipes first, which we can do, 64 of those, nice. And then a transfer node fluids, and then a flat transfer node, which I guess we need an anvil, and I'm not sure if this, okay. Is this telling us to, there we go, anvil. No, do we really not have enough iron? We've got iron over here. We're fine. There we go. We are going to want to get a storage drawer set up and attached to our refined storage system. That is something we definitely are going to want to do, but we also want to make sure we can get remote access. I've been bookmarking stuff that we eventually want to get to, so we'll get there. Anyway, anvil. There we go. And now, flat transfer node, which I was wondering if it was a crafting recipe or hey, drop an anvil on the thing. Let's see, because it could be one of those real world recipe. I can't say world. It's a difficult word for me to say. Okay. So now if we look at this, the idea is hold left control to reverse push and pull. So I'm not entirely positive. So this will fit between blocks, which is really cool. But what I don't know is which way is push and pull. I think, we'll find out. Where did the thing? There it is. Okay. So sink goes here. We'll put the transfer node on there like this. And that either means it's going to try and push stuff, take stuff from here and put it up, or it's going to mean the opposite, and I don't know which is true. Uh-oh. How did that happen? What just happened there? All right, so I don't know what happened there, but it was game-crashingly bad. Thankfully, it looks like we have our stone barrel back. So I'm gonna, you know what they say, when you do something and it breaks the world, try it again and see if that fixes it. So we'll see. I don't know if we'll see. Nope. I'm guessing we're gonna have the same issue now, right? I'm just gonna take the wild guess. Can we get out? We can get out. Okay, so that's something. I don't know why it does that, though. That's very weird. And we do keep our stone barrel. Let me try. I wonder if we can place the stone barrel against something else. I wonder if it's trying to like insert it into the node or something weird like that. Yes. Okay, so that works. And does it fill up with water? It does not. Okay, so I guess we want to place it without holding control to get things transferring that way. And this is, of course, assuming you can even extract from the sink from the top of it. And who knows if that's true. But okay, plop that down and then plop this right here. Gosh darn it. Okay, we get the barrel back. I don't know what is going on here. Okay, but that time it placed, and it now has water in it. Okay, so yeah, that is a weird buggy behavior. But the transfer node works. So that's great news. And the other great news is that now, in theory, we should be able to put blocks, and actually we can test this now in sort of a perfect way. So this is full. If I put this down here, it is transforming. And if I put this here, it is also transforming. So basically anything within that 2-block radius. So we want to fill up this entire floor, and then we want to fill up the layer above it as well. And then we've got production solved. And then we also know to transfer stuff out, basically you want to drop down these flat transfer nodes and not push anything on them. Although actually one thing that may not work for all of our needs because I'm wondering. So if we plop down now, let's go for broke here, right? Go ahead and do that, and should we try plopping this down on top of it? Can't do that. Okay, that's fine. If we build up a pillar so we have something to place it against, get some block placement glitches. Oh, there we go. And then plop this there. Oh, same bug going on. But if we go out and in, can we get this to work? My question is this going to try and suck out the water? Because if so, then we got a problem. In fact, we should probably test that before transform. Well, we'll see. There. Okay, so this. Okay, so it does not transfer the water into there. That's good. Oh, but it does know that it's in the process of transforming, and we couldn't bucket stuff out when it was transforming either. So that's not a guarantee. It could be that now. Well, no, we should be okay. Okay, let me explain. So my concern, and I suppose we could put these in there as well. Nice. My concern was, we might end up with water in here, but the idea is this thing will always have a backlog once it's got the one bucket in there, ideally. And as soon as this thing starts transforming, then it becomes non-extractable. So we're fine. Okay, yeah, we should be okay. The cool thing here is we don't actually need any conduits to come out of here. We just need the flux point as soon as this thing produces. Now, of course, it is transforming. It's a 5%, and it's going to take a while to get there. So we definitely want to work on speeding this thing up. We need to speed up the firewater production, and how are we going to do that? Well, we need to craft more magma blocks, and hence the reason for me going, I need to start working on that slime. Hence the acceleration wand as well. Because magma blocks require magma cream, so we don't even have enough for, I think, one more block yet. But hopefully we can get there. So let me acceleration wand to you. Of course, you're a bad test subject, and yeah, I'm still working on breeding up the high quality ones. So actually, we should probably do that as well. Let's if we speed that along. There we go. So we're at 667, 677. That's our top chickens right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and let them breed twice. That way, if I forget to come back to them, we've at least got a new pair set to go. I was swapping them out for every single time we had some small improvement, but then it gets so grindy. So we'll let them go. We'll get, come on, just one more. So we've got a stack of 2 chickens here. Oh man. One more slime ball. So we have 4 slime balls. Also, that reminds me. Yes. So this whole area is not chunk loaded while we're in these boxes, even though I said that I fixed that in a prior episode, because I need to open up FTB utilities. No, not FTB utilities. Sidebar buttons. Pull up the map again, the claim chunks map. And if we pull that open, you need to shift click here. There we go. Chunk loaded. So there you go. You need to shift click to make sure that area is not just claimed, but properly chunk loaded. And now this whole area should continue producing stuff even when we are not around to see that happen. And yeah, you'll notice the acceleration one is very, very fast at draining our storage. So yeah, right now it's eating up all of this, which means refined storage can't get anything and other things can't get anything, but that's all right. We'll soon be moving this plug over into our new area, and things will be amazing. So with these 4 slime, let's go ahead and just get those inserted, and we need some magma cream. Why is this not? It should be okay. I just must have, magma cream. I reflexively hit key bindings to get my focus down in here, and then I lose the focus there. All right. Anyway, magma cream. There we go. Should be able to create 4 of those. Yep. And then we should be able to make 1 magma block. So we can double our speed. Now, of course, once we get more of these in there, should be a heck of a lot more awesome. Now I'm just hoping whatever that there we go. Yeah, we need to adjust our spawning point again. Yeah, we should do that. So let's under the assumption we're going to have stuff like this, and then this. So there'll be magma blocks in these first 2 layers. So that means we probably want to stand like here. This is where I'd like to spawn in. So let's plan on that. This is not okay. There we go. Do that, and now this is transforming. At still a very slow rate, 15%. We're still at 15%. 16. There we go. It's working. It's just taken a long time to get there. So we're going to want to craft up an awful lot more these magma blocks to get this thing to anywhere near what we need. In the meanwhile, I figured let's go ahead and open up our small storage crate. And by the way, this mob farm is very bad. Yeah, it's just terrible. So for one, you can't have both sides on at the same time because the fans cancel each other out. If we want to set this up properly, we should. Well, there we go. It doesn't matter. We should have the fans going on only one side. At some point, we'll revisit the mob farm. I just didn't want to have another episode where, like, hey, we're gonna go back and do more mob farm stuff because we did a bunch of it. The result isn't great. Ideally, it'd be great to have. We'll switch this out to just go down. We'll push in one direction, have the spikes along one wall, and ideally push them through some witch water as well, so that we get some wither skulls happening in here. But we do have some loot bags. Actually, let's sort these. Let's see. Patient bag. Actually, patient bag. Wait a second. The patient bag. So the patient bag, there we go. We got another patient bag. And basically these you have to open repeatedly. And if you open them enough times, I believe you get another star. So we may not even have to kill the wither to get our zenith furnace. So that could be kind of cool. But I don't know. We could set up some sort of right-clicking system to do that. I just don't know exactly. Actually, will the clicker just do that kind of for free? I'm wondering if because a mechanical user, which we have, okay, we apparently have none of the parts ready for, but that's okay. Mechanical user, can we get one of these? Yes, we can. Okay, so we're not far off from having this. There we go. Mechanical user, can I just tell this thing to right click indefinitely? Because it doesn't have to. It just has to use the block. It doesn't even need to be pointing at anything. Right click. Up left slot only. Generic click. Use item. I don't know. Is that doing anything? I mean, in theory, it should be clicking it, and then it will just keep the item in there, right? So, yeah, probably not. Almost certainly not. But I don't know. We'll have a use for mechanical users again, I'm sure. So it's not a wasted recipe. Meanwhile, how are you two doing over here? And I think, actually, we do have a little bit of firewater lying around. So we have, this one under here for some reason. Let's just grab it. Why not? We'll pick that up and start our generator. And then what I'd like to do is just take our flux plug here. And because this is great and all, but it is not providing the stuff we need. And even though we're not generating firewater at any reasonable rate just yet, yeah, nice. Okay, we spawned in a good spot. We can at least get this thing spun up. And that will start. There we go. So now it's got its own capacity, and it's processing through it nice and quick, which is good. We'll just put the flux plug on it, and there we go. So now, input into the network, and cool. So it's still got backlog stored because I guess we don't even have enough capacity to store what we are making. How are you looking, by the way? 47%. All right. So yeah, we're gonna want a lot more magma. But the key thing here is the acceleration wand is charged, so it should be easier for me to hurry these chickens along. So we want to just get them up to 10, 10, 10, and then breed them up until we have 16 of them, and then they will produce stuff a lot faster in the roost. Now we will want to move all of the roost stuff. There's also a separate block in roost that will collect all of the items from sort of nearby stuff, sort of a drawer controller, but for the chickens. And that will that'll help us a little bit. We'll probably get sort of just a whole hen house in its own compact machine. And look at that, 9, 9, 9, 8, 10, 10. I'm guessing we're going to get a 10, 10, 10 out of this. We'll see. Actually, yep, 10, 10, 10. We'll pair that up with the 8, 10, 10. And just kind of let them go to town for the moment. And we can torch the rest of these because they are worthless. Oh man, it looks like we've already gone through all of the power generated by that one bucket of witch water. So speed upgrades are nice and all, but they don't fix the underlying problem. There we go. Okay, but there we go. So we need 14 more, so we need 28 total seeds, so I need 26 more. There we go, 26 more in there. And once those are done, we can swap these slow buddies out and get faster slime generation going. So actually, since that one's no longer generating, let's just make another flux plug. For adding to the network. There we go. And we'll put our lame power gen back on the network for the very temporary time being, and select the network. There we go. And that should start charging our acceleration wand. Now it is worth asking whether at a certain point, because if we could also set things up to just add more magma blocks. Sorry, instead of adding more magma blocks, we could just add more. You know what I'm talking about. More of the crucibles. Crucibles. Is it? Yeah, are they crucibles? That one's a crucible. No, what I mean is the I don't know, the stone barrel, whatever it is. We could just add more of those. Of course, that would mean taking up space to pipe the water into them, so it would mean fewer magma blocks around. I'm guessing that adding a magma block is going to be equivalent to having these things running in parallel, but you don't know. Also, once you get any of these 10 to 10s, you want to stack them up because it speeds this breeding process up considerably. And just for the record, because I know I've mentioned it in a couple of episodes and we haven't done it yet. We are going to set ourselves up a proper base. I want to put that in the largest compact machine because I have a plan that's going to actually shrink the available size to us. So we need to make sure we put it in the largest machine. Just haven't done that yet. And I think one of the other things that I want to make sure that we solve, though, is getting wireless remote. So wireless crafting grids. Now you can the wireless crafting grid, the way that this works, as far as I understand, you get a wireless transmitter, which you can give range upgrades. By default, it will only transmit 16 blocks away. So you can get a remote that works 16 blocks away. That doesn't work when we're in compact machines. You can add range upgrades, but that is only going to increase the range within the same dimension. There's no interdimensional thing. And unfortunately, this top level dimension is, not the same dimension. My hope, though, since all the compact machines live in the compact machine dimension, which is basically a void world with boxes in it, maybe we can make do with that. The other thing that is provided, though, if we follow the quest chain, there is upgrade name. I don't know why that's weird. Is a universal remote, which is from the MODPACK, from the mod Universal Remote, which you can shift right click in a block, and basically this will allow you to interact with any UI, not just refined storage, but anything. And it's so good. It feels like it's too good to be true. Universal Remote. Let's see exactly what this is going to require, and this should work across anywhere. And let's see, unbound. I'm trying to tell what the difference is between these two, but I don't know. Okay. We need so we need a wireless crafting grid first, then we can upgrade it, and basically then we're good. It is going to require energy though, depending on how far away the thing is. So hence the need to get our power situation solved before that. But then we can put our refined storage thing in a box, put it wherever, and then not have to worry about it, not have to be in the same box as it, not have to be in the same dimension, and we'll just everything will be cool. So I'm actually now curious. Can we race to a wireless crafting grid? Should be able to make a crafting. Well, we just need a crafting table. There we go. And wireless crafting grid requires the regular crafting grid, which requires a grid. Ooh, can we make a grid? Maybe. We're missing construction and destruction cores. Okay, construction core is that nice. Destruction core is that cool. Okay, we can do this maybe. So we have a grid, and then grid. From there, we can get to a crafting grid. Yes. And wireless crafting grid. Yes. Okay, we have a wireless crafting grid, ladies and gentlemen. That is awesome news. Let's get rid of this because I think it's going to take priority right now, which we don't want. And there we go. Now our wireless crafting grid has power, but there's no controller found. So we need to link this. Shift right click. I think. Yeah. No wireless transmitter in range. So it is now linked, but it can't connect because there's no transmitter. So we would need to add a transmitter to make this work. Although we're just going to upgrade this right away, right? So kind of why bother? But we'll make it anyway. There we go. Nope. There we don't go. Oh, are we really out of ender pearls? How can we be out of ender? Oh, we've got them right here. Okay, we're fine. Had me stressed out there for a second. We need one more machine casing. Fair enough. You can have your machine casing and a wireless transmitter, and this apparently needs to be placed on a cable. It even says so. Must be placed on a cable. So let's make a cable for it. I'm assuming it wants the refined storage cable. Can we make this, please? Please? We need some glass. Okay, fair enough. Sand. Give me the sand that we made. Throw it in here. Oh, wait a second. We made an advancement? We made an advancement, but not in here. Fair enough. Okay. I was going, did this get fixed? Oh, we also, we can't get credit for this because I didn't get credit for the controller. And if I pick up the controller, it does not give me credit for it. So we will need to craft a new controller for no particular reason. It must just not be set up for fuzzy matching or something. I don't know. Okay. So that's just missing glass here and here, and there we go. Now, refined storage cables, which we should be able to pull off of, although we didn't leave a side accessible, so I guess we'll put that there, and then put the transmitter on it like that. Can I put it to the side, though? No, it's got to be on top. But okay, So that's going to block our view a little bit, but there we go. Wireless crafting grid. And we can shrink this down to, well, size. There we go. Nicer. Okay. J-synchronized or auto-selected. And now this will work, although only within 16 blocks. So I guess if we go to the opposite corner, probably not. No, okay, it still works in here. So anywhere in here, we now have access to the crafting grid, which I suppose is nice. But of course, we want to upgrade this thing right away. So let's see if we can do that. The universal remote. We just need the crafting grid. There we go. Universal remote. Awesome, awesome. And this thing is charged. So let's shift right click on the crafting grid, and we can open this thing up. And there we go. Now we have access to the crafting grid. We could also, though, we could link it to anything that has a UI. So we could shift right click to here, and then say, hey, I'm in some random dimension, and I want to be able to adjust my simple fluid combustion generator. So this thing is pretty crazy powerful, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so now we have access to our storage system no matter where we are at in the world, and that is just delicious. Wonderful. I guess we must have got another thing of firewater because the acceleration wand is going again. Let's see, how are we looking here? Come on, hurry it up, you two. Well, you, however many you are. And there we go. We have our 16 chickens. So goodbye to you slime chickens. And there we go. Now they are producing a lot faster, and that is great news for us. So let's we'll still speed them along. We've got 2 in there. Oh, look at that. And it's going so fast. 35 slime. That is perfect. That is a good amount of slime. Although I guess we're going to need, so let's see, 5 by 5 minus 2. Oh, sorry, 5 by 5 times 2. So 25 times 2. So 48 blocks of magma minus the 2 that we've already got. So yeah, we're gonna need a fair bit. So this is not gonna completely cut it. Just, oh gosh, I'm getting servers behind. Okay, I think it's letting me move again. We can improve our firewater production and see what this does. All of these should have a direct impact. Oh, fire. Wait a second. Is that? Wonder if that's okay. Well, okay, now we're up to a percentage a second-ish, which I think is fine. And I don't think anything in here is flammable, so I think it's okay if this stuff sets on fire. I guess it must be the fire. I don't know. I didn't realize magma blocks don't catch things on fire, do they? I mean, it would fit with the theme of magma blocks, but I mean, whatever. If things are on fire, they're on fire. We don't have anything that should, in theory, have an issue with that. But of course, we're out of power in here. They're out of firewater, at least. But okay, we're now up to, I don't know, maybe a percentage a second. So we're generating a bucket maybe every minute and a half, which is not where we want to be. But it'll get faster as we add more of these. So that is definitely a start. So I think I will add the additional ones in the next episode. In the meantime, I'm going to stand here and I will see you next time. Cheers.